I want to fulfill my dreams and reach my goals. I'm not elfing around with being an elf.
Can you please send in Pixee?
Hello there.
Hello, Miss Pixee.
Wow.
Hey,
Oh,
you
look at-
two haven't changed a bit.
I am proud over what I have achieved. I think it's amazing. I have new face, new body. It's a lot.
Can you start from when you left us?
Okay.
What's been happening?
I actually wrote a list if it's...
Since you left, you have a list?
Yeah.
Wow.
I have invented some here. It's deep. Are you ready?
Deep.
Yeah. First of all, I went straight to have an eyelash transplant.
All right.
But it's not a hair transplant like other hair transplants. It's I took it from
Pubic
from
area.
here.
You did?
Because I have no hair like else places, and this is, you know, it's not dark.
You took pubic hair for
I'm the only
eyelash
one
treatment.
in the world who've
To
done
ever
it.
do that?
Yes.
Pubic hair eyelash transplant. That's a new one. Do you still have to curl them?
Oh, I got abdominal etching.
Etching?
Yes, the etching. And then I went to Iran to get this like fairy nose. You see right now, it's very pointy. 1 month after that, I went to Chicago. I got elf ears, so he reduced my ears. So you can see they're quite pointy. I want to look like a cartoon Pixie character,
Yeah.
so pointy nose, pointy ears.
What else?
Okay, let me see, where am I on the list? Oh, right.
You're laughing at the next one.
Yes, abdol.
Doll.
A doll. I don't know what to call it because it's like, it's making it look, you know, I'm gonna use the word baby flower.
Your looks like a baby flower. Sharing is caring. Thank you. Tell us, in overall, what is the goal here? Why do you want such a small waist?
Well, my goal is to look like a living cartoon.
Well, how did that start?
Okay, so it started off when I did my first plastic surgery, 2010.
What was it?
The nose, small, subtle changes. But that's when I really found like, wow, like this is my thing. This is what I want to do.
You really liked it.
Yeah, I really liked it. Like right away, I felt like this is, I want to create my life around this
Okay, so what was your second operation?
job because I wasn't satisfied with the size.
You went bigger?
Yeah.
How big?
To 525.
Okay,
I did a brow lift.
okay.
What about your eyes?
Yeah, I did them when I was 21.
Have you had anything done to your cheeks?
I have a little bit of fillers right now, but it's starting to wear out. So
What about your lips?
Yeah, I have some fillers in my lips.
And then you went from 525 to what happened next to your breasts?
Then I got 800.
So how many more
yeah.
surgeries after the 800 did you have?
I've done 4 breast augmentations, and the last ones are the one I haven't.
How many nasal surgeries have you had?
3 so far. And then 6 months ago, I got in Brazilian butt lift.
Where do they
Where
get
did they get the
fat?
fat?
Yeah, but I mean, I can eat. I gained 35 pounds in a bit more than a month.
Wow. In general, it really doesn't matter if it's a large weight gain or a large weight loss. That big a change in a short period of time is not a good idea medically. Is that what you're into?
Yeah, it's actually inspired my plastic surgery.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like very big, very tiny little nose,
Yeah.
tiny waist,
Yeah.
and a cute bum. So that's like the look that I've been trying to go for. And when I turned 21, I had my first breast augmentation. It was 470cc, and then
Was that silicone or saline?
silicone.
All right.
But then when I woke up, I said, oh my God, no, they're still too small.
Right away.
Yeah, 7 months later, I got 800ccs.
So you doubled.
Yeah,
Same doctor?
yeah, same doctor.
Without my permission.
You didn't tell Mom you were going
She didn't
there.
tell me. And I told her, your looks so big. And she said, no, Mom, it's a dress.
But 800's a lot smaller than this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got them done again. 1600cc saline.
Did you know about that one?
No, I was under my permission again.
She basically had secret surgery. Do you live at home?
Yeah, I live with my mom and my brother.
How did you hide going?
She told me I'm gonna hiking.
So,
So I
So
found it.
then you come back home with these gigantic
Yeah,
breasts?
but I was
Yeah.
wearing a big sweater.
all right, so you went in to have the silicone 800s exchanged for 1600 saline.
Yeah.
Wow.
1 week later, I started to have fevers.
Just a fever, no breast pain?
No, so then I go to the ER, they ran some tests, and they told me that it was my right breast that was causing the problem, and that it was a staph infection. The plastic surgeon came and he said, we're going to give you antibiotics and perform an emergency surgery to remove the implant.
Right.
And I said, are you going to put something in? And he says, yes, I'll try to put an implant in, but it has to be a bit smaller.
What?
What?
It's been like about 2 months since I've been out of the hospital and I feel fine.
How long were you on antibiotics for?
I'm still on them currently.
You got very lucky. Very, very lucky. When you keep an implant in a patient who has an active breast implant infection, even when you wash it out, you're subjecting that patient to a recurrent infection, a systemic infection that can be life-threatening, a capsular contracture, exposure. That's not something I would ever do. What other plastic surgery procedures are you planning as part of this process? Now, be honest, I know mom's here.
I want to get my nose done. I want the bridge more curved and more refined from the tip.
Like anime.
Yeah.
No, that's crazy.
What else?
I want to make this breast 1,600, and also, in the near future, I want to go up to 2,000 cc's, because that's my goal.
You told me you wanna take the big one and leave the small one, and you wanna change the big one for the small one.
Oh, see, that's
By
what
the way,
I
You
you're-
told
by
me.
the way, Mom,
You
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 believe in her?
promised to me.
So you're not going to listen to your mom.
It's my passion. It makes me happy. It gives me a reason to live.
What if it kills you?
So why don't we go in the exam room and maybe we can give you some really good advice and help you, huh?
You're going to hear some advice, but you're not going to like it. I'm just telling you that right now.
You might like my advice.
You're not going to like mine. Justin, can you hear us?
Hey boys, how are you doing? I can.
Wait,
Whoa, what's happening?
Long time no see.
We haven't changed at all. Actually, you look pretty great.
Thank you. I tried to preserve, you know me.
Okay,
It's been quite a while since we saw you last. And,
Yeah, I think we were the very first episode of Botched. We had just started out this season.
that's right. You were thinking about doing a lot of additional sort of things, yes?
Always.
Did you
and
do-
forever.
Did you do anything?
The last time, I couldn't even remember how many procedures I had. Something probably in the 400 to 500 realm. Today, I've had about 950 cosmetic procedures, and I'm easily on my way to 1,000 within the year. So that's definitely a goal of mine. I had some buttock lipo on like the lower saddlebag area, and then I had that fat transferred to my temples. I had some buttock injections on the top of like the ledge of my I had matching mommy facelifts with my mother. We went and had facelifts together. And then full like torso recontouring, but all with injectable. So
Injectable
we
what?
had 50 kits of Kybella. Then I did 60 cc's of Restylane into the abdominal muscles to try to push them out, and the Kybella to obviously etch a little bit. Because no one would do lipo etching on me because they said there wasn't enough fat. What else? Oh, I did microneedling on my face, which isn't that big of a deal, but I ended up doing microneedling on my and scrotox.
Ouch.
So I've definitely got into like some phalloplasty fun.
Wait a minute, what does microneedling of the do?
Microneedling, they say, improves like the overall like tone, texture, things like that. So my thought process with that, if you microneedle things, you get like a bunch of collagen that kind of storms to that area, and potentially you could get some sort of girth enhancement subtly from that. So I just thought I'd try it out.
Ouch.
But I just had tons of like little abrasions all through the and the gland. I'm always playing around with it. And I had silicone in my years ago.
Wow, it's a lot of plastic surgery there. So who do we have next?
So we have a patient that we've seen before from England, across the pond. Remember Rodrigo?
Yes.
He wanted me to make his nose smaller.
Right.
And I said, well,
Yeah,
I can't. I'll help with your breathing. Let's put some rib in. And you freaked out. No,
Right.
his rib looks
Right,
great.
right.
So apparently, he's had surgery. And I do have some photos. Oh, his nose is
Smaller.
smaller.
Way smaller.
Oh. Rodrigo's skin, it's destroyed.
Guess who's back?
Rodrigo.
Hello, hello, hello.
How are you, Rodrigo?
I am well. It's wonderful to see you
How are
again.
you, my man?
We are very confident that Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow will be able to perform a very simple, quick procedure, and then I'll be able to breathe again and gain the perfect little nose.
What we remember is you wanted to have more of a styled, a little bit slimmer, sleeker nose, and you had a problem breathing. And I said I couldn't make it smaller, but I can fix your airway, and I needed a piece of rib. And I remember you had some sculpted beautiful abs, and you said, no, no, no scar here.
Ever since I have had 3 rhinoplasties since we met.
Wait a minute. We just saw you less than a year ago. 3 revision surgeries in 1 year? That's crazy. I can't believe he even still has a nose. It takes 1 to 2 years just for your nose to heal after 1 surgery.
By day, I am a single mom taking care of 2 kids, working my 9 to 5. Then by night, I'm Gia Gotham, crazy cosplay girl. I live a double life, but we both share these big busted boobs. I just feel like these girls are not on the same page whatsoever. There's a major size difference. I need them to match. I really don't give a when I'm Gia. I've done Harley Quinn and my own take on the Joker, Pam Anderson in Scary Movie 3. I did kind of a spoof of that. Hello? You're in the house? Body modification became a thing of interest for me with just some of my idols, like growing up. Pam Anderson and Elvira, like I just saw that aesthetic and I was just blown away by it.
Hi.
Hi, Gia.
Nice to meet you.
How are you? Terry Dubrow, nice to meet you.
Meeting Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow, some kind of a different level of like meeting a celebrity. I'm literally gonna be in the presence of greatness today.
So this is the character from Suicide Squad, yes? Are you part of the whole cosplay thing, or?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Yep.
Are these tattoos or were just painted on those leopard
Oh,
spots?
tattoos, yeah.
Because where I've seen that on people is where they do body modification. They do things with their ears or horns or... Are you...
Oh, you had the split.
Whoa. Whoa. When did you do that?
Right after my son was born. I had a really high pain threshold, so it was a good time.
But he numbed you up, though, right?
No.
You're kidding me. Didn't it bleed like crazy?
Oh my God. Blood was like filling up like in my throat.
The tongue is a sensitive, strong muscle. And Gia had her tongue sawed in half without numbing medicine. That is insane.
Stick it out, straight out. That's super interesting.
Sometimes people like notice it when I'm talking, especially my 9 to 5 job. It's the most awkward thing. They'll like, do you have a snake tongue? And then I'll stick it out at them.
You have a 9 to 5 job?
I do. I work with the public.
You work with the public.
I have a very normal, like, daytime life. Like, working my job 9 to 5, and I'm a single mom to 2 kids. By night, the little time I have left is this.
I specifically focus my transformation in space elves. They are warriors of love and light, and they protect the earth from evil aliens and stuff like that. They are very pale, with big eyes, small features, long white hair. It is the kind of beauty that I want to have, ethereal. Some years ago, I learned that you can change your eye color by laser. It was experimental, but I decided to do it anyway. I wanted to have purple eyes like elves, but I ended up dark gray, and I didn't like it at all. So now I have a collection of 500 contact lenses, fantastic colors like black to look like a demon or white to look like an angel. The main thing I wanted to change was my nose. When I saw the doctor for the first time, I told her that I wanted to have a nose that doesn't look human at all. A small and pointy nose. She was kind of not much happy with it, but we go for it anyway. I did my nose surgery and my jaw liposuction at the same time. When I had my jaw liposuction, I wanted to fix family features that we had. We are very skinny, but we had a lot of baby fat on the neck. But sadly, the result is not the perfect, small, elfic face that I wanted to have. I want to see Dr. Nassif and Dr. Dubrow because they are perfect to fix the things that I have done to my face. I want my nose to be smaller, my jaw to be smaller and more symmetric. I want to fulfill my dreams and reach my goals. I'm not elfing around with being an elf.